I think we're at the point where I need to make an Antonio Brown channel because it's getting kind of ridiculous. I made a video on this guy yesterday and it's become kind of like a meme on Mikerophone that I make way too many videos on Antonio Brown. But dude, how could you not? You know what I mean? It's just there's so much to talk about when it comes to this guy, and I can't help but break news on him because you guys seem to really freaking care about it. So if you're new to the channel, guys, drop a like. You can subscribe if I sold you as a creator at this point, but if not, you can wait until the very end. I'm sure I'll convince you by the end of this video. But in addition to that, guys, now that we hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel, I have a rule where when one of my channels hits 100,000 subs, I will open up a brand new channel. So I've opened up a soccer channel a while ago. It's called Flight FC. And originally there wasn't a lot of love on it. We have about 3,700 subscribers, which is fantastic. I'm thankful for each and every one of you guys that go over there. I want to start dropping my murder documentaries there, but making a soccer version of it. And I feel like a lot of you guys would enjoy it. So if you could go to Flight FC, subscribe, and turn on my notifications there, because as soon as we hit 10,000 subs over there, I'm going to drop my very first one. Now that that's out of the way, break! Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Your boy Mikerophone here with some fresh Antonio Brown news the day after we made an Antonio Brown video. So let me catch you guys up for those that missed out on yesterday's news. Antonio Brown is still being heavily recruited by both Russell Wilson and Lamar Jackson. The Baltimore Ravens originally had talks about bringing along Antonio Brown and then kind of backed away from it. And in response to that, Lamar Jackson actually went out of his way to even further advocate for Antonio Brown, saying, "I was hoping we would get him. I'm still hoping a little bit. We want to win, and I can tell in him that he wants to win. He wants to play ball." And what's really interesting is he said a very fascinating quote that I really don't agree with. He said, "I just feel around us he was a great guy. You don't see anything going on at all. He's a cool, down-to-earth guy. He's passionate about the sport of football. There's no quit with him." That's the type of guy we need in our locker room. I feel like the locker room here is different than any other locker room. There's a brotherhood going on, none of that outside noise, it's strictly inside. Now, I said in yesterday's video, the issue, and I'm gonna say it again because I'm planning on probably deleting yesterday's video just so you guys could have the most up-to-date AB video every single time you go on my channel. But I said in yesterday's video that the issue with this rationale is the fact that Lamar Jackson is being completely blind to multiple things. The first thing is, it's very ironic saying there's no quit in Antonio Brown when Antonio Brown literally quit on the Pittsburgh Steelers during the final week of his last season with the Steelers. Week 17 in the 2018 NFL season, AB was nowhere to be found over some stupid, petty little disagreement with his extremely petty quarterback. And the Steelers haven't been the same. They had a beautiful trio of Le'Veon Bell, Big Ben, and Antonio Brown. And it's a shame that they haven't won anything together, but I digress. That's an instance that Antonio Brown quit on his team. But even furthermore, Lamar Jackson's being completely delusional about how easy it truly is to build a championship culture. You could have a phenomenal team, and if you bring in one wrong guy that divides the locker room, say goodbye to your beautiful brotherhood that you have cultivated. Now, when you're the MVP of the NFL and you're the #1 player in the NFL top 100, your coach is going to respect you, unless if you're a terrible organization, but the Baltimore Ravens are one of the most stable organizations I've ever seen. So John Harbaugh was asked about Lamar Jackson's thoughts, and he said, "I respect him for feeling that way. I respect his opinion on it." I definitely appreciate hearing how that workout went whenever it was. I mean, it was a long time ago now. The workout was in April, by the way, guys. But and I'll also show it in front of you on your screen, but we will look at any and every player at all times, so Antonio Brown is no exception. Decisions will be made based on whenever they're made, and I don't think he's really available to even sign right now, so it's not really a conversation that you have until he's available to sign. Maybe I'm wrong about that. That's something I'll have to ask our general manager, Eric DaCosta, about, where that stands with the league and the player, but that's where we stand on it, at least from my perspective. Now, that's what we have from the Ravens front. 2 days ago, we got an update from the Seahawks front, and I feel like this is just a gigantic game of chicken. So, if you guys don't know, Russell Wilson's already advocated for Antonio Brown, but AB has been getting in workouts with Lamar Jackson and the Seahawks backup QB Geno Smith. They appear to seem very close. So, there was this cryptic tweet from Geno Smith about 3 days ago where AB tweeted hashtag AB 2.0, hashtag AB all day, and then Geno Smith quoted that tweet and said coming soon. Now, I got some comments on my last video saying, yo, Mike, I thought you said AB's retired. Well, it appears as though he really was just doing that whole retirement shindig just so he could promote his new song. So I guess he kind of baited all of us just to promote his new song on Spotify, which was a huge flop. I'm like the only person that made a video on it, and I feel really stupid for doing so. But we also have some more info from an ESPN NFL insider named Jeremy Fowler saying that Seattle has done a deep dive on Antonio Brown. They've done their research like they would with any free agent. I'm told they have a good grasp on Antonio Brown, the player and the person. That part is crucial. That said, I don't think a signing is imminent. It might not happen at all, but they have a deep file on him. And now, guys, this part's probably the most important part of the video, and I think this sets up the context for what info I'm about to give you. Teams are worried at how many games he's going to miss due to suspension. They just simply don't know, and the NFL has not tipped its hand on what kind of suspension they're going to levy against him for his off-field issues. Teams just know that he will miss some time. Now, Brown has had discussions with the Seahawks, and they're reportedly ongoing, and Coach Pete Carroll previously checked in on AB following last season's release from the New England Patriots. Russell Wilson's advocated for him, and even though the Seahawks remain interested in Josh Gordon, it seems very likely that he's either going to sign with the Seahawks or the Ravens. Well, you guys saw a trend in those first two bits of news I've reported. The main issue and the reason why Antonio Brown hasn't been signed to this day is because they had no idea how long he would be suspended for. Well, it seems like we got an answer today, and this is absolutely game-changing in terms of Antonio Brown's ability to get signed, because according to Adam Schefter, or Ian Rappaport, I'm personally an Adam Schefter guy, let me know in the comment section who your favorite reporter is, Antonio Brown was notified today by NFL Special Counsel for Conduct Todd Jones that he has been suspended without pay for the first 8 regular season games of the 2020 season for multiple violations of the NFL personal conduct policy, which is great because if you look at AB's Twitter account, he's getting to the point where he was calling out the NFL and begging for some sort of clarity on the situation, and it appears as if he's gotten it. Now, to give you info about the suspension, whether it counts or not if he's on a team, it doesn't matter. He could be on a team, he could not be on a team. For the first 8 weeks of the regular season, whether he's a free agent or he's on an actual roster, he can't play in an NFL game. So if he's a free agent for the first 8 games and then he signs with the team in week 8, he can play during week 8. And Dan Graziano on Twitter backs this up, saying AB's suspension is effective on September 5th, whether he's on a roster or not. It runs through week 8 of the regular season or his team's 8th game if he signs during the suspension. Now, bear in mind, the NFL also warned AB that any future violation of the personal conduct policy will likely result in more significant discipline. And we know that Roger Goodell loves abusing his power inconsistently when it comes to punishing NFL stars. So that's where AB stands now. He now has his answer. He can't play for the first 8 weeks of the NFL season, which, by the way, I think is way better than what he could have gotten. I thought there was a possibility that Antonio Brown would have been suspended for the entirety of the NFL season. It appears that is not the case, though. It appears that he is going to be able to play this season. So who is going to sign AB? I feel like the Ravens are in line to sign AB. I feel like the Seahawks are in line to sign AB. But if another question I have is, if Antonio Brown signs, will he be allowed to practice with his new team? With that being said, I think it's to Antonio Brown's benefit to do what Dez Bryant did about 2 years ago after he got cut by the Dallas Cowboys. I know it ended horribly, but if you guys don't remember, Dez Bryant got cut in the spring of 2018. I remember like it was yesterday. I was sleeping on my buddy's couch. It was a very sad day. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan and I love Dez Bryant, but I digress. And he played his free agency very smart. He went into the Browns facility while they were on Hard Knocks to kind of promote himself. He's a media genius in my opinion. And he waited as long as he could before signing with the contending New Orleans Saints. Unfortunately, he tore his Achilles in a practice workout with them, which sucks because I would have loved to see Dez Bryant have a revenge game against the Dallas Cowboys, but I feel like Antonio Brown is in a very similar situation. He could literally sit back and wait for like 6 to 7 weeks, see where each NFL team is, see who is winning and who is losing, see whether the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are absolutely decimating their opponents like many analysts are pointing at them to do, or they're completely flopping, or whether the Baltimore Ravens are having a sophomore slump under Lamar Jackson's second full year under center. I know it's technically a second and a half, but you know what I'm saying. Or maybe the Kansas City Chiefs lose a wide receiver, or Tyreek Hill goes down, or Mecole Hardman goes down, or Sammy Watkins goes down, and maybe the Chiefs bring in Antonio Brown. All in all, if you ask me, I feel like it's in his best interest to sit back, wait until maybe week 4 or week 5 as late as he can, but not all the way till the end of the suspension so he could get the playbook and start practicing, and then sign with the team. So we're probably not going to see AB choose a team until a little bit less than halfway through the NFL season. But hey, at least we're going to see Antonio Brown back on an NFL field. So let me know what you guys think about this, man. I'm personally really excited to see AB back on the football field at some point this season. I feel like we're going to get a lot more info about AB potentially signing, and hopefully we get to see him do what he's best at doing this season once again. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, turn on my notifications. I'm always bringing you NFL news and NFL documentaries. Aside from that, I'm your boy Microphone, and I am dropping the mic until next time.